Good evening. My name is Alan Bernstein, and I'm the President and CEO of CIFAR. Imagine that later this evening, some aliens are going to visit us here at the Artscape Daniels launch pad from another planet. Imagine that they immediately demand to know what is our most proud achievement, what is our proudest accomplishment. What would we say? Well, of course, being at an art center, we could cite the works of Bach, Stravinsky, the Group of Seven, Shakespeare, Picasso. Yet would these beautiful works be understood or even appreciated by other sentient beings with experiences in worlds unimaginably different from our own? After all, even when Picasso started doing his Cubist paintings, other humans failed to appreciate his art. And when Stravinsky's Rite of Spring was first performed, the audience fled from the hall. Why then would we expect aliens to appreciate our own artistic accomplishments? But there is one area of human accomplishment of which we can rightly boast. It is the one achievement that reflects the unique power of the human brain and our curiosity about the world around us. And it is why our species is called Homo sapiens, which means wise humans. And that achievement, that uniquely human achievement, is called science. Science has explained much about the history and the mystery of the universe, the physical laws that govern all matter, the mechanisms of heredity, and soon an understanding of how we think and feel. And the fruits of science have transformed our world in myriads of ways. Consider smallpox. Smallpox killed approximately 300 million people in the 20th century. In this century, no one will die of smallpox. No one. That's science. The fruits of science have also doubled our lifespan as Canadians since Confederation. Doubled our lifespan since Confederation. Science has made it possible to light and heat our homes. Science has saved over 1 billion lives due to vaccines and antibiotics in the 20th century. Science has provided evidence-driven changes in social policy. Scientific research has been a catalyst for equity-based social movements, including a woman's right to vote, education for all, and healthcare for all in many countries. We truly live in an age defined by and transformed by science. That's why I have the best job in Canada. In fact, I think I have the best job in the world. As CIFAR's president and as a scientist, I oversee a global network of the world's very top scientists, their collaborators, our partners, and our donors, who together are transforming our understanding of the biological, the physical, and the social worlds in which we live, and in the process are transforming our world. That's what I call impact. CIFAR convenes the world's top scientists to address complex questions, such as, how does our childhood experiences and/or our socioeconomic status affect our trajectory of lifelong health? How do microbes that live in and on us, our microbiome, affect our health, human evolution, and our behavior? What can nature teach us about harvesting and storing energy from the sun? How can we understand the molecular underpinnings of human intelligence? What is consciousness? Why are some societies successful and others not? These are all examples of CIFAR programs that are going on at the very moment. But science is much, much more than that. Put simply, it is the best way that humanity has come up with to understand and improve the world in which we live. Science creates revolutions and revelations that echo right across generations. But scientific discoveries have not only advanced our understanding of the world, they have lifted the veil of ignorance, superstition, and terror that has characterized much of humanity's experiences before science. Today, science is addressing the great challenges our world is facing. Those challenges, to name but a few: terrorism, food and water security, mental health, infectious disease, think of COVID-19, and of course the climate crisis, to name but a few, are global, and they all require scientific research for their solution. And that's where CIFAR comes in. As a Canadian-based global organization, we convene the world's top scientists, 400 of them at the moment from 23 countries, who work together across disciplines to address the solutions needed to address the most important questions facing science and humanity. CIFAR was founded on a disarmingly simple idea. The best way to address the important questions of our time is to bring together the best people across disciplines and borders to engage in deep thinking and discussions about their solutions. We identify big, complex, and challenging questions and then identify the very best scientists from anywhere in the world to work on those questions. We create a safe space where brilliant minds come together to form global communities, challenge each other as colleagues, forge new collaborations across disciplines, and hopefully change the world's thinking about an important question. That simple idea led to the current breakthrough in artificial intelligence, our understanding of the importance of the early years, and insights into the central role that strong institutions play in economic growth. Consider artificial intelligence for a moment, AI. About 20 years ago, CIFAR brought together a very small group of mathematicians, computer scientists, neurophysiologists, and cognitive psychologists with the goal to understand how humans learn. Over the decades that followed, that CIFAR team developed new insights that resulted in deep learning and the revolution in AI taking place around the world. Yes, AI is a Canadian breakthrough, and we are all reaping the benefits of that made-in-Canada discovery through the high-tech explosion taking place here in Toronto, Montreal, and Edmonton, and across the country. And the CIFAR Azrieli Global Scholars Program, supported by the Azrieli Foundation and Nancy and John Love, identifies the world's most promising young scientists and provides the funds and mentorship they need to launch their successful careers. Because of science, we live longer, we suffer less, and we enjoy lives that were unimaginable even 100 years ago. We have learned to advance and apply knowledge, robust knowledge, not acquired by superstition or myth, but by science and evidence to improve the human condition. And that's why investments in science always has impact. Science is indeed the light that illuminates the darkness in the world by advancing our understanding of the world. And science reflects the very best of our humanity, the use of our brain and our curiosity to understand the world around us. It is this curiosity, this insistence on the challenging of dogma and belief, I think that would impress those extraterrestrial visitors that we're all going to meet later on this evening. I encourage you to think about how science has made an impact on your own life. From the last time you used your cell phone, to flipping a switch to turn on a light, to the flu vaccine that I hope you all got, to a loved one who is alive because of scientific research. The donors who support CIFAR are truly impressive because they understand that despite the long timelines involved, the impact of science on our lives is staggering. Science has truly changed our world. They understand that if you want impact, if you want to change the world, you can do no better than to invest in science and in CIFAR. Thank you for your attention.